Hello, and welcome back to Empower Autism. Today, we're going to begin a series on reinforcement. Reinforcement really is the essence of everything applied behavior analysis. Once we understand reinforcement and how to use it, we can really delve into the science, really delve into ABA, and begin to shape different behaviors. Reinforcement is the opposite of punishment. We will talk about punishment in a completely different series, but today we're going to focus on reinforcement. So what does it mean? It Reinforcement is anything that increases the frequency of a behavior. Right? So I just want to say that again to be clear. It increases the frequency of a behavior. So I clap my hands and I get a pretzel. Then I clap my hands again, I get another pretzel, and now I keep clapping my hands. I am increasing that behavior of clapping my hands because I'm receiving the pretzel, right? So that is reinforcement. It increases the frequency of a behavior. Reinforcement can be both positive and negative. So you could have positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. What's the difference? First, positive, think positive plus you are getting something, you are receiving something. That is positive reinforcement. Negative reinforcement, the frequency of a behavior is increased by taking something away. And we're going to delve deeper into negative reinforcement in the next part of this series, just because there's a lot of misconceptions with it and it can lead to problematic behaviors. So I want to talk about that in more depth. But today, right now, we're going to talk about positive reinforcement. And again, positive reinforcement is receiving something to increase the frequency of a behavior. So, what can positive reinforcement be? There's a few things. Like I said before, with the example of getting the pretzel when clapping the hands, it can be an edible. It can be something that the child wants to eat, right? Pretzel, cookie, carrot, banana, strawberry, right? We want to tend to lean towards healthier foods for individuals. But yes, it can be an edible. I receive that to increase the frequency of a behavior. It can also be something like a tangible. It could be access to a favorite toy. It could be access to the iPad, right? I work with a student. You appropriately use the toilet, you get access to the iPad, right? I am trying to increase the frequency of toilet use by providing positive reinforcement, by providing access to the iPad. The child is getting something in that example. Positive reinforcement could also be access to an activity, right? I get to go out and play sports. I get to go to the store with my mom. That's an activity. That's positive reinforcement. You're getting that. Positive reinforcement can also be sensory, right? And we're going to see that with stereotypic behaviors when a child is rocking in his chair. That might lead to some self-soothing, right? That feels good for the child internally, right? As I'm sitting rocking in my chair. So he is getting that good feeling, which increases the behavior of rocking. So that is positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement can also be something that is very overlooked, attention, right? This is definitely overlooked in the home, the importance of attention, and it is completely positive reinforcement. And this attention can be good attention or it can be bad attention, right? I get good grades at school, so my parents praise me and they tell me I do such a good job, so I continue the frequency of getting good grades. That is positive attention. Them telling me how great I did, how smart I am, positive attention. Positive reinforcement can also be bad attention, right? So I work with a child and he has occasional accidents. When he has this accident, the mom comes upstairs and yells at him and says, "What are you doing? You need to use the bathroom." Although this is bad attention, the child is still receiving the attention. And this could work to increase that accident behavior, right? Although it's not what the parent intends and that's not what the parent thinks they're doing, the child is craving attention and he is receiving it, even though it's bad attention, and this increases the behavior of the accidents, right? So, again, just to recap, what is positive reinforcement? It is receiving something to increase a behavior. receiving something to increase a behavior or the frequency of a behavior. So let's just keep that in mind as we travel through this series. We have multiple parts. This is just part one. If you are watching this on YouTube or on Instagram or any other platform, please come to our website, Empower Autism. The link will be at the bottom. We have so much to talk about on reinforcement and so much more. So please visit the website and get access to this entire series. We have multiple parts. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing you.